Greetings, my name is Barbara Smith, and I'm the current president of the Maryland Society of Accounting and Tax Professionals. The Society is delighted to be a presenting sponsor of the 2022 Maryland Financial Education and Capability Awards ceremony. We want to extend our thanks to all the award recipients and everybody in this effort to bring financial education to our world. MSATP is a collective embodiment of mid-size and solo accounting firms that serve businesses by working together to create an environment in which our members thrive. We have a scholarship foundation that has given close to 1,200 scholarships to Maryland accounting students, and we provide high quality, affordable education, professional compliance, and regulatory knowledge to our members and non-members all across Maryland and regional, Delaware and Pennsylvania, Virginia. So we're proud to be a sponsor this year, and we want to give thanks to all your efforts in bringing financial education to everyone. It's such an important endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Barbara, to you and to MSATP for your partnership over the years, as well as for your support of the event tonight. Welcome everyone to the 9th Annual Financial Education and Capability Awards. We're so thrilled to honor all the winners tonight, and we can't wait to celebrate everyone in person whenever that may be. I'm Robin McKinney. I'm the co-founder and CEO of the CASH campaign of Maryland. CASH stands for Creating Assets, Savings, and Hope, and we promote economic advancement for low to moderate income individuals and families in Baltimore City and across the state. We do that by providing direct services like free tax preparation, financial education, financial coaching, screening for public benefits. We also do a lot of work to build the field, so we work with a network of partners providing all of these services in 19 out of the 24 counties. Collectively, we serve over 30,000 folks across the state of Maryland. Last year, we served 14,000 people all together with our partners in financial education. We also do policy, so we spend a lot of time in Annapolis trying to make sure that the policies that we have help and don't hinder the financial security of low to moderate income individuals and families. I wanted to do a special thanks to the Maryland State Department of Education and the Maryland Council on Economic Education for co-hosting these awards tonight to highlight excellence in teaching financial education in our schools as well as in the community. Thank you also so much to our generous sponsors. As you heard, Maryland Society of Accounting and Tax Professionals, the Woodside Foundation, CSX, Aberdeen Proving Ground Federal Credit Union, and First Financial Credit Union. The recent Personal Finance Index found that people with low financial knowledge are more likely to have financial challenges like difficulty making ends meet and struggling with debt. More adults, 23%, than in any year that the survey has been taken could not correctly answer more than 7 questions out of 28. The need for high quality financial education is very high, and we appreciate the tremendous work of everyone who's receiving an award tonight. We know that closing financial knowledge and skills gap is just one part of the solution. People need access to safe products and policies that protect them from exploitation and provide them with opportunities to increase their financial security. And now I'll turn things over to one of our co-hosts. Welcome to Dr. Collins, who's the Deputy Superintendent of Teaching and Learning at the Maryland State Department of Education.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to welcome everyone to the 9th Annual Financial Education and Capability Awards. I am Dr. Deanne Collins, Deputy Superintendent for Teaching and Learning at the Maryland State Department of Education. This is such a great event as it highlights the dedication and success of public school teachers, community champions, and outstanding organizations that deliver financial education. All 24 school systems in Maryland are required to implement financial literacy education at the elementary, middle, and high school levels. The support of educators and community partners is essential in providing students with comprehensive financial education. Each of the winners has demonstrated a commitment to ensure that Maryland students are financially literate. Thank you for all of your service to our Maryland students, and congratulations to all the award winners. Have a great night.
Thank you so much, Dr. Collins.
Thanks, Dr. Collins. Good evening. My name is Julie Weaver, and I'm the Executive Director of the Maryland Council on Economic Education, and we're so pleased to welcome you this evening. On behalf of MCE, it's my pleasure to welcome you and celebrate these wonderful teachers and community members for their achievement tonight. We are so pleased to partner with the Maryland Cash Campaign and the Maryland State Department of Education to recognize extraordinary teachers in the field, our community members and community organizations that have been so impactful in bringing financial education to our community. MCE has been a partner in these awards since the beginning, as the teaching of personal finance and economics is central to our mission to ensure that Maryland's school children leave school equipped to make informed, rational decisions to control their financial futures. Our organization was created by teachers to serve teachers and provide free resources, professional development workshops, and training for teachers, as well as hands-on student programs to provide transformational learning to kids. We reach more than 3,500 teachers each year who then have the opportunity to impact thousands of students throughout their careers. I'm so proud that these awards are taking place during Financial Literacy Month, and I'm excited to have the opportunity to shine a spotlight on some very incredible educators who are wonderful representatives of the many great teachers we have in classrooms across the state. In working alongside our teachers, we know firsthand how incredibly difficult it's been to provide high quality education to students over the course of the pandemic the last 2 years. Through working long hours and with a lot of sweat and tears, our teachers have delivered and continue to impact students every day in spite of the challenges in their path. We're very grateful to all of you. The pandemic has also shown us how important financial education and financial capability is to the strength of our families and communities. The work of teachers and community organizations in providing financial education is more important now than it's ever been before. Finally, I'd just like to take a few moments to thank our wonderful sponsors, the Maryland Society of Accounting and Tax Professionals, the Woodside Foundation, and the CXX, APG Federal Credit Union, and First Financial Federal Credit Union for sponsoring our program this evening. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to congratulate these teachers. So let's get on with the show.
Thanks so much, Julie. We are really excited that we have not just incredible leaders across the state teaching financial education, we also have legislators, legication, that's a new word, I just made it up, feel free to use it. But that we have great legislators also who are leaders around financial education. So I'm excited to first introduce a video by Senator Kathy Klossmeyer, who's one of the co-chairs of the Financial Education and Capability Commission.
Good evening. My name is Senator Kathy Klossmeyer. I am the co-chair of the Maryland Financial Education and Capabilities Commission. The commission explores ways to improve financial education and capabilities of the residents of our state. Some of the topics include financial education, birth and beyond, college loans, college savings, and many, many other financial aspects of everyday life. Once a year, recommendations are made in a report and are given to the governor and the legislature. Some of these recommendations even become laws. Today, we are honoring those who have taken these initiatives and implemented them on their own. We should honor them not just this evening, but every day of the year. I am proud and honored to say thanks and congratulations to those incredible educators and organizations. Thank all of you who are here and know the importance of financial education and security. I am now pleased to present the co-chair of the Financial Education and Capabilities Commission, Delegate Dana Stein. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you and good evening. It's a real pleasure to be with you tonight. My name is Dana Stein. I'm a state delegate from Baltimore County, and with Senator Klausmeier, I'm co-chair of the Maryland Financial Education and Capability Commission. This program tonight, the Financial Education and Capability Awards program, it highlights the dedication and success of public school teachers, community champions, and outstanding organizations that deliver financial education. The awards are coordinated by CASH, the Maryland Council on Economic Education, and the Maryland State Department of Education. You know, we all know that the importance of financial education cannot be overstated. It is an essential life skill to learn. It's important that it be learned when someone is young, and the benefits of understanding financial education and concepts is carried throughout one's life. So the work that is being done and honored tonight by this year's award winners is so important. And so I join everyone else in saying many, many thanks for your work. It is making a big, big difference.
Thank you, Delegate Stein, for your continued support for financial education. I'm so happy to introduce our first educator who is being honored this evening, Miss Kelli Lewis, our 2022 Elementary School Educator Award recipient. Miss Lewis is a 4th grade magnet teacher at North Salisbury Elementary School in Wacomico County. In addition to being a math teacher, Miss Lewis is also the financial literacy coach at the school and has inspired her students' eagerness to learn good financial behaviors, including saving money for the future, managing money well, and investing for the future. Congratulations, Miss Lewis. We're so excited for you.
Greetings from Annapolis. This is State Senator Mary Beth Carrozza, representing Wycomico, Worcester, and Somerset counties. And I am thrilled to have this opportunity to recognize and congratulate Mrs. Kelli Lewis for being named the Financial Literacy Educator Elementary Teacher of the Year by CASH Maryland. It's really exciting to see and hear how Mrs. Lewis coaches her students with investments in the stock market, savings, really teaching them the financial skills that they'll need for the future. These are our future leaders, and we want to keep our shore students on the shore. So I want to congratulate Mrs. Lewis, and I want to thank CASH Maryland for recognizing her leadership and everything she's doing to prepare our students for a global economy.
Mrs. Kelli Lewis is an outstanding teacher we've been blessed to have with us in Wycomico County Public Schools since 2010. She engages her students in real-world problems that create thinkers for tomorrow's world. Mrs. Lewis fosters intellectual curiosity and plans for her students' diverse interests and abilities. Creating financial literate students by promoting an interest in the stock market is just one example of how Mrs. Lewis shines in the classroom each day.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Kimberly Penny. I am the principal here at North Salisbury School.
Hi, I'm Marie Baker. I'm the assistant principal at North Salisbury School.
And we would like to commend Mrs. Kelli Lewis, our 4th grade magnet teacher, for her work with our financial literacy and math education. Mrs. Lewis is the advisor of our stock market game here at North Salisbury Elementary. She does a great job of educating and exciting the children about the stock market and financial planning.
What can you say about Mrs. Lewis as a teacher teaching you about how the stock market works?
I think she's really good at it. We learned a lot, and that's how we got these amazing stocks. Yeah, Miss Lewis has helped us with all the messages that stock market sent that shows what stocks are bad, what stocks are good. And yeah, she's also definitely agree with him because she almost every time we have stock market, she talks to us about like the news and what they've said, and she does tell us to like listen to the news that morning or something so we can get more information on what we should get.
Hi, my name is Ruby Brown. I'm the Gifted and Talented Supervisor, but I'm also the principal who hired Kelli Lewis back in 2010. Kelli was hired to teach in her Gifted and Talented program, and it was a great decision then and still a wonderful decision back then. Kelli has always been such a committed, dedicated, kind, caring, and compassionate teacher for all of her students. But she was also passionate about financial literacy. So this award certainly does not surprise me, as she was one of the first who embraced a financial literacy program, introduced it to her students, her families were all so excited about the results of that program. Kelli is definitely a visionary and certainly deserving of this award. Best of luck.
Welcome, Kelli. Thanks so much. Feel free to say a few remarks.
First of all, I want to say good evening to everyone. I'm so honored to actually receive this award. I was totally blindsided by the email. I didn't even know I had been nominated. It's my honor to work with the students through the stock market game. I was a little intimidated at first with 4th grade students and trying to get them to understand the financial concepts that go along with the game. I'm so thankful to have an administration and leaders at our Board of Ed that have supported our program. PNC has paid our bill for us to play the game, which is fantastic. I'm so happy to implement it every year. I learn so much from the students too. They teach me new things. The Maryland Council for Economics and Towson University have been invaluable with the amount of resources and support that they've had. So I hope to continue to promote financial literacy in my classroom for many years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Lewis. It's now my honor to introduce our 2022 Middle School Educator Award recipient, Gregg Jerome. Mr. Jerome is a family and consumer science teacher at Arundel Middle School in Anne Arundel County. He is being recognized for his enthusiastic instruction of important personal finance skills such as budgeting, understanding credit, and financial management. Learning these skills at a young age builds the foundation for financially responsible behavior that will take his students far in life. Congratulations, Mr. Jerome.
Good evening. I'm Senator Jim Rosenpepper, who represents the Gambrels area in Anne Arundel County, and I'm so pleased to be with you tonight to congratulate Mr. Jerome and recognize his achievement in working so well with the students at Arundel Middle School to help them understand finances. Everybody needs to do it, and everybody needs to do it sooner rather than later. So, Mr. Jerome, congratulations.
As principal of Arundel Middle School, I've had the pleasure of working with Mr. Jerome for the last 3 years. During that time, I have watched our Family and Consumer Science program blossom under Mr. Jerome's control. He's very organized and runs a safe and orderly program through which students experience a variety of real-life scenarios that will prepare them for life on their own. Mr. Jerome has helped students understand the intricacies of running a home, including the importance of fiscal responsibilities and how to manage one's own budget. Congratulations, Mr. Jerome, on this well-deserved award.
Hi, I haven't had the liberty of working with Mr. Jerome, but it was just his interaction with my daughter that made me say, you know what, when I saw this opportunity, I said, I am going to nominate him for this award. And so I just want to say thank you for everything that you do inside the classroom, because it really resonates with our students. In the middle school curriculum, Mr. Jerome had the liberty of teaching his students financial literacy. He made the content easy to understand while presenting information in a very detailed and explicit way. So once again, I just want to tell you again, thank you, Mr. Jerome, for all that you do. And I know as a parent, I really, really appreciate educators like you. So keep it up.
Congrats, Mr. Jerome. Welcome.
Oh, thank you so much. I had to go back and get a computer literacy manual so I could figure out how to get to.
But you have to re-unmute yourself. That's the only rule.
Am I okay now?
You are. Your computer literacy skills are back on track.
Thank you much. Miss Hall's daughter, Carlia, is one of the special students at Arundel, and I really, really appreciate your recommendation. Well, I have a second, if you don't mind. I haven't heard what other people have said, but I do want to take a moment to thank my boss, Principal George Lindley, and my direct boss, Wendy Slaughter. They are some of the hardest working people I've ever met. I also want to thank Julie Weaver, who is the director of the Maryland Council on Economic Education, and Sue at the Cash Campaign, those of you who provide the resources that we use in the classroom, and I have used them and they're wonderful and I appreciate it. But more than anything, I'm grateful for what you're doing to help our young people. I heard a quote the other day I wanted to borrow and just leave that with you. I don't know who said it, but it's children are a small segment of this nation's population, but they're 100% of our future. So I wanted to leave that with you, and thank you so much for what you're doing.
Thank you, Mr. Jerome. I'm now pleased to introduce our 2022 High School Educator Award recipient, Mr. Jessie Moore. Mr. Moore is being recognized for his work with alternative education students at Atholton High School in Howard County. Mr. Moore provides instruction on the importance of saving, planning for college and life after high school, electronic banking, credit, interest, and budgeting. His students not only appreciate the value of this information to them personally, but are also more engaged in learning because of his creative instruction. So congratulations, Mr. Moore. We're very excited for you.
Hi, I'm State Senator Clarence Lamb, the chair of the Howard County Senate delegation. On behalf of the entire Howard County delegation, I'd like to wish Mr. Jessie Moore a warm congratulations as this year's recipient of Outstanding High School Teacher for the Maryland Cash Campaign's Financial Education Award. Congratulations and well done.
Hello, my name is Marquita Knight. I worked with Jessie over the last 3 years. He is dedicated and loves teaching students practical, real life skills. His teaching style is very direct, and students learn so much about how to budget and how to manage their money. And I think this award is a great opportunity for him to continue to do more with the students and help them grow as they've been growing.
My name is Jennifer Edwards, and I'm here to discuss Mr. Jessie Moore's achievements in financial education. I'm excited to do this because Mr. Moore goes above and beyond in everything that he does, especially helping our kids understand finance. I believe that the Outstanding High School Teacher Award is more than deserving. He is just such an awesome educator, and he tries to reach the students on every platform that he can. Finance is very important for our students because it's something that they're having to deal with even right now. I've known Mr. Moore for 5 years. We came to Appleton High School together, and he's very deserving of this award because he just has taken the guessing game out of finance for our students. A lot of our students have jobs, and they don't just have them because their friends have them, but they have them because they need to help provide for their families, or sometimes even just provide for themselves. Mr. Moore helps with a number of things with finances, including taxes. One of my students wasn't sure about how to do his taxes or what that even meant, but Mr. Moore made sure that he got him all the information that he needed, and he put him on the right track. So I am very honored to be able to do this video and share with everyone that's watching how important Mr. Moore is here at our school, how impactful he is, and his achievements do need to be recognized. So again, I thank you all.
Congrats, Mr. Moore. Welcome.
Thank you again. I really appreciate it.
Feel free to share your comments about anything that you want to say now.
Okay, great. Thank you. First, I want to definitely thank the Cash Campaign for providing me the opportunity to provide for my students. I also want to thank my administrator, Mr. Robert Motley, for also allowing me to do what I do inside the school and provide students with the educational opportunity to have a better financial future and better understanding what they do. Like I said, I really enjoy what I do. I've been teaching over 25 years, and teaching financial literacy has been one of the most, I guess, beneficial and most enjoyable parts of teaching, especially high school students. So I really appreciate the opportunity, and I'm going to take this award and invest in more technology and more tangible manipulatives for my students to take advantage of next year as well. So thank you again.
Good evening. I'm Meg Woodside with the Woodside Foundation, and it's great to join you tonight for our 9th year recognizing efforts to elevate financial education and capability in the classroom and the community. Our next 2 awards recognize our community champion and our outstanding organization for their work serving adult audiences in Maryland. This year's community champion is Heath Carelock for his work building the Financial Empowerment Center at Prince George's Community College into an asset that serves the entire community, even in new ways during COVID. Heath is a force in the financial empowerment field, a teacher, a speaker, counselor, motivator, and advocate for families and small businesses to thrive financially. His credentials and gifts are too numerous to recount here tonight. His work is truly his calling, and I'm pleased to congratulate Heath Carelock on this award.
Greetings, I'm Melanie Griffith, President Pro Tem of the Maryland State Senate and Senator representing Legislative District 25 in Central and Southern Prince George's County. And I'm so delighted today to join the Cash Campaign of Maryland in celebrating Mr. Heath Carelock, the Director of Financial Empowerment Center at Prince George's Community College, in being awarded the 2022 Community Champion for Financial Education. It's so important that we talk about community-wide financial education and empowerment, and Mr. Carelock has done a phenomenal job. His nominator says he works tirelessly to connect multiple organizations in the community in an effort to provide quality financial services to the residents of Prince George's County. Congratulations, Mr. Carelock, and thank you, Maryland Cash Campaign, for acknowledging him.
Greetings. My name is Audrey Perot. I'm the Director of Strategic Partnerships for Consumer Action. I'd like to congratulate Heath on winning the Community Champion Award. I can't think of a more deserving individual. Heath is an exemplary leader and financial educator. I have watched FEC evolve under Heath's leadership. FEC has expanded its target audience and service area and scaled its programming. Heath, congratulations. I look forward to working with you for many more years.
My name is Sarah Fritz, and I'm the program manager of a relationship and financial education program called Together. We partner very closely with FEC PGCC, so I've known Heath Carelock for about 3.5 years. His presence in the community is clear, and his passion for connecting programs with similar missions and values is also apparent. Within 3 years of partnering with Heath, he referred over 100 couples to the Together program, which is a testament to his dedication to financial education, and it shows that he is truly a community champion.
So I will try to get through this statement, but I do appreciate the people who turned out on my behalf. Financial health and wellness and education are so vital right now in navigating the pandemic. People do not drown by falling in the water, they drown by staying there, and we try to pull them out. As a person of faith, I rely on my spirit, or on the spirit of comfort and reconciliation to get through each day. And as a person of family, I begin with my parents who raised me in the state of Maryland, and I appreciate my wife for her enduring support and despite my long hours on the job. I would like to thank my employer, Prince George's Community College, and the wonderful people of the Prince George's Community College Foundation, and the funders, the United Way of the National Capital Area, and other contributors like Truist Bank, Capital One, United Bank, and so many others. And the people of the college, including its student body, and so many of my colleagues, including Victoria Saunders, our site coordinator, who is on here this evening. Every coach, like Colonel Ivan Sherrard, who's here, every staff member, and every federal work study student who's ever served the center, including Brian Yull, who is on tonight. And I would like to thank every program partner, including those on the advisory board, like the Prince George's County Memorial Library System, whose contribution is invaluable, especially also the folks at nonprofit Prince George's, Hope, and the the Planning Education Committee for Hope, and the practitioners that I've invited tonight. And in closing, I would like to say thank you to the AFCPE team, the Association for Financial Counseling and Planning Educators, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the Society for Financial Education and Planning, and Ted Daniels, whose work alongside me has been incredibly helpful. And finally, I want to just say to the folks who nominated me, Audrey Perot and Sarah Fritz, thank you guys so much. It means a lot. I know that Victoria had something to do with this as well, but it's just such a good help and a platform that this creates. And I also want to thank Sue Rogan and the Cash Campaign of Maryland, whose teamwork and synergy helps to give us a sounding board when we do have programs, and it helps to turn people out. The Maryland Council on Economic Education and the Maryland State Department of Education, the Comptroller's Office, the Society of Accounting and Tax Professionals. Thank you all. I hope we use this platform to continue to help those come out of this pandemic on top.
Thank you, Heath. Well said. Congratulations to all the award winners tonight, and thank you for all the great work that you're doing. My name is Sue Rogan. I'm the Director of Strategic Partnerships with Cash Campaign, and I have the honor to present the Outstanding Organization Award tonight to the Maryland Department of Disabilities Assistive Technology Program. The Assistive Technology Program enhances the lives of all Marylanders with disabilities, older Marylanders, and their families by providing access to assistive technology devices and services, including access to a low-interest financial loan program. They've partnered with CASH for several years to provide financial education to clients, but in 2021, when they noticed the difficulties that their clients were struggling in their financial health, they took action. They created a financial education campaign called Show Me the Money, Financial Resiliency for People with Disabilities, that was held in October, which is National Disability Employment Awareness Month. 16 workshops were created and attended by 230 individuals. These classes covered a wide variety of all topics carefully vetted by the Assistive Technology Program staff to provide people with disabilities the knowledge, resources, and services to build their financial stability. They tracked attendance, collected evaluation of the workshops, and creatively provided gift cards to participants. This agency showcases what it means to be an outstanding organization by going above and beyond their normal programs and their already busy days and integrating financial education into their work. So congratulations, I'm very excited to award this tonight.
Hi, I'm Carol Beatty, Secretary of the Maryland Department of Disabilities. Thank you to the CASH Campaign of Maryland for honoring the Assistive Technology Program of Maryland for the development and hosting of the Financial Resiliency webinar series entitled Show Me the Money. This month-long series focused on knowledge building, resources, and services for people with disabilities to increase their financial stability. Our state disabilities plan includes financial well-being as one of the 5 key pillars and guides our work as a department. We continue to work each and every day to promote the equality of opportunity, access, and choice for Marylanders with disabilities. I would like to thank Lori Markland, Director of the Assistive Technology Program, and her staff for their dedication and commitment to changing Maryland for the better for people with disabilities. Congratulations on this well-deserved award.
Hello, I'm Eugenia Sidak. I work with the Brain Injury Association of Maryland. It's an advocacy organization that helps support brain injury survivors and their families. I attended several sessions of the Show Me the Money webinar series that provided financial information for people living with disabilities. The most impactful and relevant one from my clients was about working without the fear of losing benefits. After this webinar, I was able to explain to my clients how they can work without losing their health insurance. That was a great concern to them. I explained that depending on how much they work, they could receive cash benefits as well. A lot of my clients want to work, but they are afraid of losing their benefits, especially their health insurance. My clients were happy to hear they can include working as part of their life. I really appreciate being able to get this information so I can give to my clients. Thank you.
Hi, thank you so much. We're so excited to be here and thank you so much for the award. It was really a pleasure to help facilitate and coordinate these sessions and help to provide better access to this really, really vital information for folks with disabilities in Maryland. Thank you so much, Sue, for working closely with us on this and putting a ton of time and effort into supporting us on this campaign. Yeah, and we really can't thank you enough.
Yeah, so thank you so much. Sue is an incredible partner. She kind of let us run with this idea and supported us 100% of the way. We know that there are a lot of financial challenges for individuals with disabilities, and having this ability to build a platform where we could provide guidance on all different types of financial education, whether it came to lifespan planning, saving for college, managing benefits and employment, home buying, like it ran the gamut. And it was so impactful, and we were so excited to offer it, and we're looking forward to building out this October's series of Show Me the Money as well. So thank you.
At this time, I'd like to present the Woodside Award. This award is not an annual award. It was launched in 2020 and is awarded in years where special recognition is warranted. The Woodside Award celebrates an individual, group, or organization whose contributions to advancing financial education and capability in the state have led to systemic level changes that will produce lasting impacts. In other words, their achievements change the landscape today and for future generations. This year's winner is Skip Lee for work he has done as Director of Curriculum for Anne Arundel County Public Schools. Several years ago, Skip was invited to meet with an organization of volunteer educators in the county called the Annapolis-Anne Arundel Financial Education Coalition. Initially, there was strong interest among the members of the coalition to volunteer in the school system to deliver financial education curriculum and assist teachers. But Skip quickly saw a larger opportunity to partner with coalition members, and MCEE in particular, to develop new financial education curriculum and train teachers on Maryland's statewide personal financial literacy curriculum standards. Skip also opened doors to offer financial education workshops for system employees outside the school day, of course, before COVID. In Skip's eyes, everyone in the school system was a constituent for whom he wanted to provide greater access to financial education. Because of his deep belief in the need for financial education in our schools, Skip sought and leveraged any opportunity he could identify to add financial education training and new curriculum, all purely voluntarily and without any directives, as a service to the system and the students and families he cared so much about in Anne Arundel County. At this time, I'd like to introduce a longtime colleague, Dr. Alan Cox with MCEE, to elaborate on the impact that Skip has had to expand the focus of financial education in Anne Arundel County Public Schools.
Hi, everybody. My name is Alan Cox, and I work for the Maryland Council on Economic Education at Towson University. You know, I met Skip Lee several years ago because as Director of Curriculum, Skip was in charge of reporting to the State Board of Education Anne Arundel County Public Schools' efforts to establish the personal finance goals set by the state and for every school system in Maryland. And Skip realized that with 84,000 students in Anne Arundel County Public Schools, they might need a little bit more because these are really important life skills. You know, skills such as choosing a career, maintaining good credit, how to handle debt, how to buy insurance, how to avoid identity theft and fraud, budgeting, you know, saving and investing. Lots of really important concepts. But, you know, adding or making changes to a school system like Anne Arundel County Public Schools, not a very easy task at all. And in fact, one education policy expert once said that making changes in a large school system like Anne Arundel County Public Schools is akin to making a hard right turn with an aircraft carrier. Yeah, not easy to do. But, you know, undaunted, Skip Lee went about making those changes. But he had to overcome some, you know, pretty tough questions that were asked of him. I'm going to give you an example of 3 of them. A lot of times when change happens in public schools, especially with personal finance education, one of the first questions is, where does this fit? Is it social studies? Is it math? Is it business? Does it belong in AVID? Does it belong in ESOL? Is it in business? Where does personal finance fit? And, you know, Skip's answer was, yeah, it fits in all those. And in fact, what we need to do is find places in all of those content areas where maybe we can infuse some personal finance and help kids out. Second question that people like Skip often get when they try to make changes, well, isn't it going to take a lot of extra time for personal development? We've got to train these teachers, right? And Skip said, yeah, we need to train the teachers. But we have resources like the Maryland Council on Economic Education, like Junior Achievement, and other organizations that'll help school systems like Anne Arundel County Public Schools to provide that professional development and train those teachers and give them ideas for lessons and give them resources. All that stuff is free now, and you don't have to pay for it. And the third question is, and I'm sure you got this quite a bit, doesn't this take away from other content areas? And Skip said, yeah, but let's take a look at some of the lessons we're already doing, and let's see if we can add some personal finance content to those lessons we're already doing. But then he noticed 6th grade needed more content, and 7th and 8th grade. So he added 5 extra days for personal finance content in 6th grade, 5 extra days of content in 7th grade, and an additional 5 days in 8th grade. And he thought that was reasonable to ask middle school teachers to do. And let's make sure those teachers get trained in how to use those materials. And, you know, there was another area that he used junior achievement for. He worked with junior achievement to create videos just for middle school that included lots of very interesting personal finance ideas and concepts. So, you know, Skip's urging also went beyond just social studies. As I mentioned before, math also has opportunities for personal finance. So Skip Lee went to the Board of Education, Anne Arundel County, and he got them to approve 2 new math courses. One is tied to Algebra 1, where you increase some of the lessons in personal finance that are tied to Algebra 1 concepts. And then another one in Algebra 2, doing the same thing with personal finance and Algebra 2 kinds of concepts. So there's a math component there that Skip Lee managed to get into the curriculum. In fact, I've been working with some of those teachers, and I think the idea is to have both of those courses ready to go this summer. So congratulations to Skip. He realized that kids need important life skills and personal finance content knowledge, and he cared about it. And he cared about those teachers and those schools. So I want to just offer my congratulations on Skip receiving this award. And I also want to say that thanks, Skip, for guiding this aircraft carrier. You did a great job. Congratulations. It's now my pleasure to introduce County Executive Stuart Pittman.
Hello, I'm Anne Arundel County Executive Stuart Pittman, and I am honored to present the 2022 Woodside Award to Skip Lee. Skip served in the Anne Arundel County Public Schools system for 32 years, and today we're honoring his commitment to including personal finance education in the school curriculum. Education is the key to success of our communities, and financial education specifically helps our students understand important financial principles like budgeting and saving, allowing them to enjoy a more financially stable life. Financial literacy also ensures that our students are prepared for the workforce, so the education that they're receiving contributes directly to the economic well-being of our county. Skip used his position as Director of Curriculum to expand personal finance education in our school system, working with Superintendent Dr. Arlotto and our Board of Education and many of his colleagues to create new, meaningful educational opportunities for our students. Thank you, Skip, for the difference that you've made in the lives of our students. Thanks to your work, our students will grow to be financially responsible and resilient adults. Congratulations on all that you've accomplished and on your well-deserved receipt of the Woodside Award.
Wow, that was awesome. Thank you, Mr. Pittman, and for everybody who came to bat for me. Really, really appreciate it. I do have some prepared remarks, and as Heath did earlier, I hope to get through them. Good evening, and thank you for recognizing me as the 2022 Woodside Award winner. And while I am both thrilled and honored and humbled by this recognition, I'm more proud of what it represents. The truth is that this award recognizes the hashtag AACPS awesome work being done in Anne Arundel County Public Schools each and every day. It shines a bright spotlight on the incredible stakeholders who have championed financial education in our county. It represents the possibilities that become realities when an idea turns into action. Tonight, I'm the one receiving the award, but without Dr. Arlotto's leadership and mentorship, we would not have ever had the opportunity to pursue developing courses and curriculum to address this need. In addition to him, Dr. McMahon and Michelle Batten have provided guidance and support while so many joined the journey. Key people like Dr. Alan Cox, Amy Bear, Eve Case, our social studies coordinator, Ruth Goldstraw, our high school math coordinator, and Nicole Howard and Kevin Wajak, my partners in all of this, have invested time, energy, and resources to make all of this a reality. And I don't want to leave him out. My good friend Bill Goodman is not only a strong advocate for financial literacy, but probably the loudest cheerleader, often saying it's the most important thing a young person should learn in school. And I'd be remiss if I didn't give Sue and Meg a great big shout out, and the entire Anne Arundel Annapolis Financial Education Coalition for the huge support and their enduring efforts and appreciation for all the work that the students, faculty, and staff of Anne Arundel County have accomplished. Thank you all very, very much. It's an honor to have received this award, and my hope and goal is that what it does is create a strong foundation upon which many more opportunities can be created for students in Anne Arundel, and that it continues to blossom. So thanks, everybody.
Thanks so much, Skip, and so many congratulations to all of the winners tonight. You are the standard that I think all the young teachers, all the young professionals in the community are trying to aspire to be. I think what we've learned from tonight is, once again, it takes a village. It takes all of us doing this, working together. It takes, just to put on these awards, right? The State Department of Education and the Maryland Council on Economic Education were amazing partners in crime to make sure that we can get these awards out, and to really thank everyone as much as Skip's dog is thanking him right now. That should be the level that everyone feels thanked. I can't wait to celebrate all of you in person. It's super fun when we get to go to Annapolis and actually do this and bring you out onto the floor, and we can't wait to eat chocolate covered marshmallows with you and celebrate in the future. But in the short term, many thanks to all of you. Thanks to MSCE. Thank you to the Council on Economic Education, and thank you to our amazing sponsors. Have a wonderful evening.